Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for January 21st, 2025. Looks like a prosperity day. We've got Mint and Forge as the trashing. Ugh. Got Workers Village, and then of course King's Court for plus actions. Magnate, Watchtower, and I guess King's Court, Workers Village is draw. Plus buy from Workers Village. We got colonies, so might get pretty big here. I think the question is, do we want to open with Quarry or Clerk? And then probably a Watchtower. Anvil also looks pretty good. With Quarry in play, you can Anvil for Mint and Magnate and Ord. Ord not so relevant there, but the problem with that right now is that you don't really necessarily want to mint if you've got Quarry and Anvil in play, and Magnate, the card we maybe want a little bit later. Anvil's still good, even without that consideration, though. Like just getting Workers' Villages. But we would like to get off a mint. And Clerk will hurt the opponent's attempt to do the same. So I think I'm going to open Clerk. I go with the Anvil. Go with the Watchtower. Okay, so we could do a 3 copper mint now. If we see our Watchtower next turn, though, we'll be looking pretty good. To get a better mint off, I mean it's well, actually, we've only got 4 coppers down there, so I guess actually there's no way for us to get there. Never mind. So then the question is, do we just take the mint now? I mean, there is Forge trashing, right? So it's not essential that we trash as much as possible. We could pick up probably an Anvil next turn. Minting Anvil isn't necessarily amazing, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take the mint. Ugh. Alright, let's get the Anvil. Watchtower. 5 again. We've got our Anvil down there. We just go ahead and pick up a Quarry now. Or we could pick up the Quarry off of the Anvil. Same thing with Workers' Village. I don't think I'm quite ready for a Magnate. The Workers' Village would allow us to play Clerk after playing Watchtower, or to play Mint and Watchtower. I don't know how much I care about playing the Mint, though. So maybe the Quarry is better now, and we pick up the Workers' Village off the Anvil. Alright, do I want a second anvil? It will help us get more workers' villages. I guess so. We can take a King's Court. We also take a Forge. I think I want the King's Court first. Just because, like, it's going to be hard to get a big Forge off without drawing. This is annoying. Can't really use both of these anvils. But there's not much point in playing the Workers' Village this turn, so... I don't want a third anvil. It's definitely too much. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Clerk. We could King's Court it, but I'd rather King's Court the Workers' Village. Didn't draw the quarry. That's unfortunate. I think at this point we may be ready for a Magnate. We got some Workers' Villages. Still got a good number of treasures in our deck. Okay, I will mint Quarry. Take another Workers' Village. I don't really care about having extra clerks ultimately. Yeah, we Watchtower first. Okay. I've already got two quarries, so we're definitely King's Courting the Workers' Village. We can anvil for multiple King's Courts. That seems pretty good. We can also get a Forge that way. Let's take the Forge first. Just make sure we get that. King's Court. And then another King's Court. Another King's Court. Take the last two Workers' Villages. Another Magnate. And I don't think I want any of this just because I want to make sure that I draw. But there's two... Or sorry, there's one pile empty. Yeah, well, I guess we're not that close to being able to pile, but... Yeah. I think this is going to be top deck Magnate by nothing this turn. You really are going hard for those clerks, jeez. Oh my gosh. This is not drawing anything. No, it's drawing one card. That's probably worth it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. think we're declining to Anvil because we can buy a King's Court. Okay. Hmm. What do we do with this? We could forge into a platinum. We could like mint the quarry and then forge everything but the anvil into a platinum. It's like, what are we buying this turn if we play the quarry? I mean, I guess we can afford another King's Court. Hmm. We could use another watchtower also, I think. Maybe. Or another magnate. I'm not really sure. It's all pretty awkward getting this going. Oh wait, we can't mint the quarry and then forge the mint, right? What we could do... I mean, the mint would be nice to hang on to for minting more platinums, I guess. We just forge the anvil and 2 coppers into a watchtower. We don't really need 2 anvils at this point anyway. We want to mint the quarry. It would help us with pile out stuff. Having 3 quarries in play with all those workers' villages. Sure. We want another watchtower? Sure, I guess so. Ugh. I'm not even sure whether we should King's Court the Workers' Village or the Magnate here. I feel like the first Magnate's only drawing 1 card anyway. I think I'm actually going to King's Court the Workers' Village. Well, that might have been... I guess it wasn't going to matter very much. Let's get another Magnate, I guess. I don't think I want another Watchtower. Stop it. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Oh, it was okay. Just King's Court the Workers' Village. Probably. Okay. We King's Court the Workers' Village again. Yeah, probably. We might be able to just pile this turn. We can forge out enough of our hand to draw with Watchtower, but I guess we don't even need to because we can draw the rest of this with the Magnate. So maybe we just aim to draw whatever we forge into. We have 12 buys. If we get another quarry, like with our estates or something, everything, but I guess we probably don't even need to do that. We could mint quarry too. Mostly that would be useful for emptying King's Courts, but King's Court isn't even the lowest, one of the 2 lowest piles, so that doesn't matter. So I think it just doesn't really matter what we do. We could just use Forge to gain points or whatever. Yeah, it really just super doesn't matter. And King's Court a clerk for money that we don't need. That's exciting. All right, sure. Let's do Forge, Mint, Duchy, and then oh man, I should have played these Watchtowers. There. And I guess we can pile the King's Courts too. We can trash all our treasures too. Wait, did it not trash them? No, it did. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think basically, not that you can tell looking at this screen, but like the difference maker was the quarry. The AI never got a King's Court, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. I mean, yeah, you can't play the board without King's Court. You also do want to forge, although I never really got a whole lot done with it. But in a closer game, it would have definitely been relevant, both for scoring and for like additional like consolidation of treasures into more valuable things than copper. Like obviously you do need some treasures if you want to draw with Magnate, but like having like platinums in your deck rather than copper is obviously a little bit better, especially with workers' villages and all the buys. But yeah, like you just yeah, I think like I said, I think it's pretty straightforward that like you got to get your King's Courts, and it's really hard to do that here without without Quarry. I mean, you can do it eventually, and I'm a little surprised that they didn't ever do it. Anvil opening. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't like opening Anvil if you're not going to take a Quarry and play for some kind of high roll there, because, like, while Anvil is a nice card, I mean, I want to be able to get off, like, a mint. But that aside, yeah, without having the Quarry, you're just the deck control is poor for such a long time. You're not really getting anywhere. That being said, here like they at least hit 6. I mean, maybe they didn't have any treasures in their deck. I guess they did have a whole bunch of clerks, so that actually makes sense. If I clerked them, they play like 3 clerks, and then they have like one other card, and well, I guess 2. They did have a workers' village. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like this could have been the turn where maybe they could have afforded King's Court. I mean, like I said, you can get there eventually. It's just slow, and then I don't know how many I had at this point, but some. There's one. Oh, maybe just the one. Well, anyway. But also, like, there's the. It's not just like that you can't, like, whether you can get to King's Court or not. Of course, it's also like the fact that you can get more of them more cheaply. You can get them with Anvil, like blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah. So definitely not the most smooth playing board here. Like, because you've got to, like, to really draw it, it's got to be like, okay, I'm going to King's Court and Magnate and already have some treasures in hand. Like, it's rough going, but what you got to aim for, and you can get there eventually, as you saw there at the end. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.